Yeah, I know you're not home. That's why I planned this. So, plain and simple, I'm going to give you two options. Option A, you give me a key to your house, right? And you changed the locks on this. I know you did. Option 2, or option B, I hired the SWAT department to set the locks. Yeah. Option 2, okay, I hired the locksmith, okay, and he will drill out all of these. So, choice.
What are you wearing?
11 months of the same routine. Keep it up just the facade of mine. Fight hard, don't back down, we rise up.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Houston taking on New York. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Breaking the silence, so open your eyelids. Yeah, we breaking down barriers. You are not scaring us. You can keep up with the pace.
Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. And a foul ball. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a ground ball. And he'll be safe at first.
Batting second.
Willie Stargell digs in now.
Willie Stargell.
Pitch misses there. 1-0.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Buxton moves under it. And there's one down. Throw over to first. Here's Josh Young. Saying you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Young checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up.
That's a ball.
Man at first, one away.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty...
Here's the throw to the plate. And that's a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Great hands on that swing to take the inside.
Ripped on a line to center. Tracks it down for the out. Both runners tagging. He thought about tagging, but heads back to third. Logan O'Hoppe now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. So runner at second, 2 down. Doby getting ready to hit. In the air, left side. Ramirez makes his way towards it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Dustin May. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Boog, he brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
0-1.
Terry Pendleton, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. That one pushed to the left and foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
0-1. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Big Red picks up the K. Second inning set to go. Now here is Jackie Robinson. There's a strike.
You know, you hear about a lot of guys who are 2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson, a 4 sports star. He was a Division I standout in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
Fires over to first. They get the out on Robinson. Now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Foul ball. Pendleton puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson.
Up the middle, and that one handled. So the lineup flips over. Here is Chris Bryant. Ricky on the move. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner goes again. There's a ball.
That's a ball.
No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Pitch misses. And that's ball 2. Fouled off. He was late. 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. On the ground to the left. The throw to first. Bryant out of the. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Max Muncy. Hit in the air, left field. And there's one down. This is Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
0-2.
Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong squeezes it. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Stargell. Swing and a miss.
Swinging at bullshit.
Stargell, 29 years old, usually in the outfield, but today he's starting at first. And ball 1.
Always concerns me a little bit making that move from the outfield to first base. Just how you work that bag. Don't want to have a collision with the base runner.
That one fouled off. Snags it. 1 away. And now Josh Young doubled in his first AB.
Young.
Out towards right center field. Buxton sprinting after it. They got it for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, David Ortiz. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's the third out. Back here at the friendly confines, bottom of the inning, here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
That was straight queso right there.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a high chopper. Doby gets it to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. So digging in, Manny Ramirez. To the right side, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. And Big Red gets another strikeout. He's been impressive.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Ellie. No matter what he does on the field, it feels exciting.
Ellie De La Show, partner, an electric player. No wonder they put him on the cover.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. Here at Wrigley Field, and here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Hit in the air, right field. Carroll makes the catch for the out. One down. So up next, Larry Doby. He's 0 for 1.
Second baseman, Larry Doby.
Headed towards the corner, Ramirez on the run towards the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Popped up. Pendleton gets under it. That's out number 2. And the batter now, Jackie Robinson. Grounded out his first time.
Robinson.
And it's fouled away. On the ground, De La Cruz. Handles, throws to first. They get the out on Robinson. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. May back to work. This one smoked, could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over it. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Pendleton leads off second with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. O'Neill now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. This one in the dirt. Runner at second here, one gone. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And O'Neill is retired. Hung up in a rundown now.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Muncy at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. Around second now, going for 3.
No, he's safe. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Oh, what a lunging grab. Here's Bryant now. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. That's a base hit as a run scores.
He was all over that one. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
This one in the air right field. Carroll sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. He really settled into this outing nicely. If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
No, that's out.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Zips it across, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Corbin Carroll. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Now the catcher up to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees, and very nicely done for the out. Here's Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1.
Buxton
gets him to chase after that one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Stargell sizes this one up, brings it in for the 3rd out. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, top 6. And now the DH, David Ortiz. First offering misses badly for ball 1. ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The catcher, number
Logan
14,
O'Hoppe will hit next.
O'Hoppe.
To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out. First and second, no outs. Doby digs in now. Hitting the air out to center field. Buxton. And there's one down.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Pops it up as he checks his swing. And it stays fair. The throw to third, and he's out. But one run is in to score. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that one fouled off. Harper brings it in, and that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the sixth inning. Leading off, Manny Ramirez. Ramirez, 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
When I first met you, baby, everything I knew wasn't any brighter than a shade of blue. You blew out the mountain, pocket eyes in the color of your stare. It doesn't compare. Times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming oceans of
Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's Pittsburgh taking on Houston. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here, and today's starter, Bob Gibson.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
On the ground to third, Young. Throws across the diamond. One up, one down. Willie Mays digging in now. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. And a foul ball. To say Bob Gibson's season in 1968 was outstanding is an understatement. His ERA that year was 1.12. That's so dominant it doesn't even seem possible. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And here is Sosa to the plate.
Gibson won the Triple Crown that year in the National League. He was just absolutely untouchable. Hitters had a hard time sleeping the night before his starts.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Depending on who you ask, Gibson either gets the blame or the credit for Major League Baseball lowering the mound after that 1968 season. And Ricky Henderson the grab. Back here at Oracle Park. And on the mound in this one, Clay Holmes.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That's back there. And it's out of here into the arcade section for a home run. He sends one out the opposite way, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Swing and a ground ball. Jumps, throws, throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Here's Josh Young. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Outside. And now it's even 1-1. Nobody out, runner at first. And no one can get there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Stargell on second. Young on at first with nobody out. Willie Mays makes the play, and there's one away. So digging in, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a foul out of play. Missed with a changeup. 1-1. Runners at first and second with one gone. Mays has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. Larry Doby digging in now.
The second baseman, Larry Doby.
Just missed.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Ball inside. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute.
And base hit. Pops around third and on his way home. Stuck in a rundown trying for home now. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. He jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Base is loaded. 2 down. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes into third. He is safe.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on it.
There goes Jackie. Pitch in for a strike.
Watson
safe at second, and that was not close. To first, it short hops him, but a nice. Back here in San Francisco, all set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. Gibson back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top. For the curveball. Buck O'Neil digging in now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Young zips it to first, and a couple of quick outs. So here's Horner now.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
Out to short. Whips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. And there's a foul ball. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Bregman handles. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. So the batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Ricky runs. Pitch in for a strike. He throw to second and great jump. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And out number one on the grab.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Swanson. And he makes the catch. And there's two down. Josh Young,
now
the next to hit.
Third baseman, Josh Young.
And that's outside.
That pitch is out.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Inside.
That's in.
And it's 2-0. Horner throws to first in time, and that ends the inning. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
half of the
for
third
Pittsburgh,
inning. Will
the
Smith
catcher,
to the
Will
plate.
Smith.
And first offering is fouled off. Gibson, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's Corey Seager. And that is out of play. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. One down. Here's Alex Bregman. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone.
Young to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. Back here at Oracle Park as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the DH, David Ortiz. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Yeah, the batter now, Logan O'Hoppe.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're putting together strong at-bats with good contact, and 5 of their hits have come on the ground.
And it looks like trouble. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in, headed for the plate. Not in time, he's safe. Here's the second baseman, Larry Doby. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Willie Mays makes the play. And there's one down.
The batter, number 5.
Jackie Robinson now at the plate. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Tap foul at the plate.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Caught him looking for the K. 2 down, bases empty. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball there. 2 outs, bases empty. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man at first. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Runner takes off. Strike in there. He's safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 7-0. Back to the top of the lineup. Chris Bryant will hit next. And there's a ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be.
Swanson fires over to first. Start of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
And a swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
0-2.
And he deals. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now
Willie Mays digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Sosa swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today.
You know, Luke, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Stargell takes it to the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bottom of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Young at the plate now as he chases after that one. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
To Horner at second for one, and that's two.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
And a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the
tag, and he's out. And that. New inning getting started, and now the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. Gibson back to work. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time.
Doby looks to second. That's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Here in San Francisco, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the second baseman, Larry Doby. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 8-0. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Fastball almost got him there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Next pitch just misses. Now 2-2. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout.
The center fielder, number 4.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. And it gets by him. Still fires to first. Man at first with 1 gone. Ricky Henderson now at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Snap throw down to second.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Crow Armstrong over at first with 1 away. And Singy Ricky. There goes the runner.
Foul ball.
Runner goes again. Makes the grab for the second out. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was you know, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
On the ground at first.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. That one to first. Takes it himself. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And now it's Alex Bregman. He hit into a double play his first time up. That's out to center field. Bryant trying to get there. He makes the grab, and there's two down. So the lineup flips over, and here comes Dansby Swanson. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike one. On the ground out to short. Throw over to Stargell. And Swanson is set down. Well, we go bottom six. Now it's the right fielder, Chris Bryant.
Bryant.
Up the middle. Sends it to first. And a quick out, number one. Now the number two. Willie Stargell. Willie Mays makes the play. And there are two outs. Two outs, base is empty. Josh Young getting ready to hit. Reaching for it and brings it in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And now the center fielder, Willie Mays. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Kirby Yates.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone. You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Mays retired at first. Sammy Sosa will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Bryant makes the grab. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Now here is Ted Williams. And it stays fair. Throws to second.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And now the DH, David Ortiz.
For the Astros, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. Swanson. On to first. He's retired 7 in a row. 2 outs, bases empty. Larry Doby, the next to hit.
Doby.
That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog.
And that is that. We go to the 8th. Here's Nico Horner.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
Yates back to work. This to third, Young. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. To third. Young tosses to first, and they get the out on Smith. 2 down, bases empty. Seager stands in now.
The designated hitter, Corey Seager.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A gigantic blast. It's 8-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now it's Alex Bregman. That's to third, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs. And he gets Bregman. Bottom of the 8th. And now Pete Crow Armstrong.
The center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
That one misses in the dirt.
Now pitching, Felix Bautista.
Ball 2.
Mays on his horse. And there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. He's already homered here in this one.
Henderson.
First pitch misses.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed. Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got it.
Ricky on the move. Ball misses. He throws, save. That's a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses in. Throw to third. He's safe. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him. Henderson stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Fair ball. Runner in from third to extend their lead. The throw into second. Safe at second.
Back-to-back base hits. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to...
That's down. One hops off the wall. Bryant in to score. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Still only one out here in the inning. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. Stepping in, David Ortiz. That's a base hit. Run scores.
No, I didn't get that fucking save! Oh, I'm so fucking stupid!
But you could be my dinner. He said, why you always got your head high in the clouds, your eyes to the sky and your face to the stars? Well, I can hear them calling me awfully hard. You best believe before I leave, I'ma leave my mark. And we got 6 deep in the spinner. Shine so bright, she's caught in the gimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the gimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the gimmer. 6 deep in the spinner. Shine so bright, she's caught in the gimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the gimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the gimmer.
Sucio, lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete, la tengo arañando las paredes, facturando esmeralda.